Look in the mirror right now. Ask yourself this question: am I the person I promised I'd become? If you hesitated, if you felt that knot in your stomach, if excuses started flooding your mind, this video will change everything for you. You know what separates the person you are from the person you could be. It's not talent, it's not luck, it's not even an opportunity. It's the words that come out of your mouth every single day. I don't have time. I'm not ready. I'll start Monday. I need more experience first. The timing isn't right. I'm too young. I don't have the money. Sound familiar? Those aren't reasons, they're excuses, and every excuse you make is like hammering another nail into the house of failure you're building around yourself. Here's what nobody tells you about excuses. They feel good at the moment. They protect your ego. They let you off the hook. But they're also the most expensive words you'll ever speak because they cost you your dreams, your potential, and your future. Let me paint you a picture of where excuses lead. It's 10 years from now. You're sitting in the same place, doing the same things, living the same life. Nothing has changed except the calendar. You're older, more tired, and filled with regret. You see other people living the life you wanted. You watch them succeed where you gave up. You witness them achieving what you said was impossible. And deep down, you know the truth. They weren't smarter than you. They weren't luckier than you. They just stopped making the excuses you're still making. Every excuse is a choice. When you say, I can't, what you're really saying is, I won't. When you say, I'm not ready, you're choosing comfort over growth. When you say someday, you're choosing fantasy over reality. The most dangerous excuse is the one that sounds reasonable. I'll wait until I have more experience. But here's the truth. Experience comes from doing, not from waiting. You don't get ready, then start. You start, then get ready. Here's the principle that will change everything. Ownership is the bridge between excuses and excellence. Taking ownership isn't about blame, it's about power. When you make an excuse, you give your power away. You become a victim of circumstances. But when you take ownership, you become the author of your own story. Think of ownership like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you choose ownership over excuses, you're building the strength to handle bigger challenges, bigger opportunities, bigger dreams. Let me give you the 5-second test. When something goes wrong, when you face a setback, when you're tempted to make an excuse, count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then ask yourself, how am I responsible for this situation, and what can I do about it right now? This isn't about self-blame. This is about self-empowerment. Because when you own the problem, you also own the solution. Imagine a blacksmith working with raw steel. The steel doesn't choose to be heated. It doesn't choose to be hammered. It doesn't choose to be shaped. But here's what separates ordinary metal from a legendary sword: how it responds to the fire. The steel that becomes a masterpiece doesn't resist the heat. It embraces the transformation. Every strike of the hammer, every moment in the flames, every time it's folded and reforged, it becomes stronger, sharper, more valuable. You are that steel. Your problems, your setbacks, your failures, they're not punishment. They're the hammer and fire that will forge you into something extraordinary. But only if you take ownership of the process. Here's what ownership looks like in real life. Instead of saying, I don't have time to work out, you say, I haven't made working out a priority, but I will find 20 minutes tomorrow morning. Instead of saying, I'm not good with money, You say, I haven't learned proper money management yet, but I will read one financial book this month. Instead of saying, I can't start that business because I might fail, you say, I'm afraid of failing, but I'm more afraid of never trying. I'll take one small step this week. See the difference? The excuse gives your power away. The ownership statement gives you a path forward. Think about a pilot flying through a storm. The pilot doesn't blame the weather. They don't curse the clouds or complain about the turbulence. They adjust their course, trust their instruments, and navigate through. Why? Because they know that complaints won't change the weather, but skill and ownership will get them safely to their destination. Your life has storms too. The pilot who takes ownership flies through them. The pilot who makes excuses crashes. Which pilot are you going to be? Here's what I need you to understand. Every day you wait is a day you can't get back. Every excuse you make today will still be there tomorrow, but stronger, more convincing, more comfortable. The person who succeeds isn't the one without problems. It's the one who owns their problems and finds solutions anyway. You want to know the real secret? The moment you stop making excuses, you start making progress. Not someday, not when conditions are perfect, right now. The fire that forges steel doesn't ask if the steel is ready, it just burns. And in that heat, something ordinary becomes extraordinary. Your challenges aren't obstacles, they're the fire that will forge you into who you're meant to become. But here's the choice you have to make. You can stay comfortable in your excuses, or you can get uncomfortable in your growth. You can build the house of failure with the nails of excuses, or you can build the foundation of success with the concrete of ownership. So here's my challenge to you, and this is where everything changes. For the next 24 hours, catch yourself every time you're about to make an excuse. Use the 5-second test, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then reframe that excuse into an ownership statement. Don't just watch this video and move on. Take action, right now. Write down one excuse you've been making and turn it into an ownership statement. Put it in the comments below. Make it public. Make it real. Because here's the truth. The moment you posted that comment, you stopped being someone who makes excuses and became someone who takes ownership. And that person, that version of you, is unstoppable. The choice is yours. The power is yours. The time is now. Are you going to keep building the house of failure with the nails of excuses? Or are you going to take ownership and build the life you deserve? The mirror doesn't lie. Your excuses do. What's it going to be?